Data sovereignty is going to rewrite the rules, is rewriting the rules of the digital economy, and it's going right back to the basics. Whose data is it? Who gets to control it? Who gets to see what's happening with it?
And where is the data actually located? And is it complying to local legislation? And how do you manage it? Data sovereignty is all about controlling your data.
The risks of not looking into data sovereignty early enough are, number one, non-compliance with the law. Number two, selling less because your customers don't think their data is safe. And number three, actually having your data leaked.
Because of the rising use of cloud services, this has become even more important because you can have data centers all around the world. You can, in an instant, move data from one jurisdiction to another.
The fundamental tension is that in Europe, we have very strict data privacy regulation, but the biggest tech companies in the world are American companies.
You need to understand the law of the country where your data is. So for instance, if you are a French company and you store your data in a US data center, your data will be subject to the American regulation, such as the Cloud Act. Depending on the regulation, the local authorities might access your data without informing you previously or even afterwards. It can be used for economic or intelligence purposes in that country.
It's a definite distinction between the way the US has done data and the way EU is doing data.
OVHcloud had digital data sovereignty at its heart since it's been founded over 20 years ago. We've been part of many European organizations defending digital data sovereignty.
We have 34 data centers in the UK, in Europe or in Asia. In Americas, we have specific entities to host your data and avoid any contamination between the US and the rest of the world.
I think we have specific and unique advantage against all the other players. We believe that the most important for our customers is to keep them the freedom of choice. We do not touch customer data. We do not compete with our customers. We give them the tools to be free and to decide by themselves of what they want to do with their data.
To make sure that you continue to have that freedom, that flexibility, you need to think about data sovereignty now, because if you have to sort it out later on, it's going to be more complicated.
I would advise other startups to think of the compliance aspect not as a problem that they have to engage with, but actually as an opportunity to differentiate.
It will lessen the pain of due diligence. It will speed up your journey through procurement. It will make you more attractive, my bet will be, to VCs down the line, and it will just make it easier for people to do business with you.
I'd say the biggest benefit is to win the trust of your customers. If you can demonstrate to your customers that not only do you understand the regulation, but you actually achieve a higher level of compliance than what they might expect, you're going to win a lot of brownie points.
I think it's going to be quite soon when the question you'll be asked as a startup by your funder, by your prospective partner, and I think even by your customer, are you compliant with data sovereignty? Are you with the programme on what makes a fair digital market? And I think you'd better have the answer yes, because otherwise you're not going to get the funding, you're not going to get the partner, and you're not going to get customer trust.